Welcome back, everybody. We got a great one planned today. We are hiking Mount Monadnock tomorrow. It is the most hiked mountain in the U.S. I didn't even know that. It's in New Hampshire, about an hour and a half from my house. So we're going to wake up tomorrow and get after it. It's currently 12:19 right now, and we got to be up in like less than 5 hours. So, I took a little bit to organize everything, but I'm going to show you guys first my gear haul. What am I bringing to go on a hike, especially in the wintertime? It's going to be crazy cold, but yeah, we're going to make it work. So starting off with just the clothes, obviously, first off, nice Patagonia jacket. I don't know the name of it, but it's just like one of their basic thermals. It's going to keep me nice and warm, good outer layer. And then for underlayers, I have like a compression long sleeve shirt, and then I have just like a normal long sleeve shirt. I'm gonna start with those. That probably might not even be enough, but should be good. And then underlayers, I have these long johns. They're super tight to my skin, really good, keeps me super warm. Definitely gonna be using those. And I also have these aren't even sweatpants. I opted for these kind of like rain pants, kind of like snow pants, like a skier would wear. I'm going to be wearing these. They're much more looser, much more comfortable. They won't get as wet if it rains or snows. And moving over to the equipment. So these are my boots. I've had them for a little bit. They're pretty beat up, but they're super thick. Don't know the brand. Wolverine. Definitely check them out. Super solid boot. Been using them for a while. And then I actually got these today. These are ice spikes. So you can actually attach these to the bottom of your shoe. I'll show you guys that later in the video. And pretty much just gives you just a little bit of extra traction. It's super easy to put on. Literally says front and back. And you kind of just slide your shoe in like that and automatically gets put on. So we'll definitely be using those. It's going to be super slippery. There's going to be a ton of ice probably. So yeah. And then next up, backpack. Didn't want to get too big of a bag, so we have this nice Osprey. Has a couple of decent sized containers. And normally you can put a water pouch in here, but I'm opting for just a water bottle. And then I have a GoPro mount, so when I am hiking, I'm not going to be holding my GoPro. I want my hands free, so I'm going to clip you guys to a mount. It's going to be mounted on my chest, so this will be your guys' point of view pretty much. You'll be able to see stuff like down and up, so I think it'll work out. Then I got my GoPro case for my SD cards and extra batteries. And then I got a hat. And then I have a thin layer of gloves and then a thick layer. I don't know if I'm going to wear both, but definitely need gloves. And then I actually picked this up today. This is a Life Straw. I saw this a while back actually on like a VAT-19 video. But pretty much it's an all-in-one filter. So probably not the most like efficient way to do it. Like not efficient, but it's probably not the most like optimal way. You're probably not getting the most filtering, but it's super easy. It's super convenient. So if there is running water, which I doubt there will be on the mountain, I can get easy access to water. And then we have snacks. Shout out Drizzlicious. Please sponsor me. I love you guys. And then we have some Welch's fruit snacks, Go-Go squeezes, and then a black diamond headlamp. This thing is just like insane. As you guys can see, can light up literally any good surface. That will be super clutch. And then I also got my phone. Yeah, it's pretty much what we got for tomorrow. Gonna be waking up at 4:45, on the road by 5. Get to the mountain around 6:30. We got sunrise at 7:15, I think. So we'll see. I hope I can make it to somewhat around the top when the sun comes out. The sun might not even come out. It's gonna be cloudy parts of the hike, so we'll see. But no matter what happens, I'm just trying to have fun. This is probably my first, like, I know Monadnock is like, you know, it's not too daunting of a hike. It's not too advanced, but it is my first like winter hike. I've been here before. I did it one time. It was really light. I did in the summer, but it's gonna be pretty steep, and with the ice, it's only gonna make it harder. So yeah, that's all my gear that I'm bringing. I'm super excited. Pretty much all the gear I'm bringing. So yeah, I'm pumped. It's gonna be a good time. Let's go. All right, boys. It is 1:06 right now. we gotta be up in 2 hours, bro. So I realized that I'm gonna need like a lot more time than I thought if I want to catch a sunrise. Sunrise is 7:15 a.m. So it's about an hour and a half from where I live. So if I get up at 3:15, if I'm out of the house around 3:30, I'll get there around 5, and then I've heard it's about an hour and a half to 2 hours to the top. So if I get to the top around 7, then I'll be able to catch the full sunrise. I will see you guys in the morning. Good night. 3:13, boys. Gotta get out of here in like 10 minutes. So, let's go. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Thanks. Here we go. Hour 28 arrival, 5:05. We are on Scout right now, but we gotta get a move on. Probably gonna get gas quickly, and let's go. Come on, boys. Boys, it is freezing right now. It's very cold. It's gonna be even colder above the tree line on a big mountain. So, whew, this puffer that's gonna get me ready. Just puffer a couple more gallons and we're off. Yo boys, update. We got just over 30 minutes left. Arrival's 5:09, which is perfect. Just went down a little bit. But we are on some sketchy roads right now. Apple Maps must have been bugging. Maybe it's just New Hampshire. There's no cars out right now. It took me mostly highway, but I've kind of been on back roads for like the past like 10 minutes. But I'm not complaining. New Hampshire is beautiful, and yeah, I don't go here enough. So yeah, 34 minutes away. It's definitely gonna be cold. I can literally hear the wind whistling outside of my window, but I feel extremely energized. Kind of funny knowing I'm running off like an hour of sleep, maybe. It was like I took a little power nap. I just continued my day. But yeah, we're gonna stay on these sketchy back roads, and we'll check back in when we get to the Monadnock, the site. All right, boys, I think we're there. I think my Apple Maps accounted for me like driving and like walking to the trailhead. So I think that we should be able to just drive straight there. But there's like a sign that said, Monadnock Trail. So I'm just following this road right now. To be honest, I didn't do like a ton of research, I can't lie. No clue where I'm at right now. Bro, like there's some trailhead right there, and I think I just went into some guy's backyard. So I'm gonna dip out of here, bro. I don't know where I am, but I remember that I am doing White Dot Trail. So I put it in my directions, and it says we're a 14-minute drive away. So we're gonna head over there. All right, so apparently we're 2 minutes away. This looks promising. I saw a ton of signs like Monadnock State Park this way. So we're just gonna ride this, and then this should take us to White Dot Trailhead. I think there's a ranger right here. Is there someone here? Okay, so I guess there's just no ranger here. All visitors must check in at store. So, is this where I park? There's no way there's people in the store. I think this is where I park. There's no way I can check in. It says all visitors must register here. All right, boys. I think I made it. I think right over there is the trailhead. Boys, it is freezing. Putting on my underlayers now. It is quite cold. And we're not even at the top yet. These layers are gonna get me right. Sleeve. I'm gonna go with my jacket and then we'll be good. These are on the back. Full coverage now. Alright boys, here we are. Made to the trailhead. Bikes, I'm gonna put in. See you guys at the trailhead. Here we go. You got summit, 1.9 miles. Alright boys, very windy. So we got a little walking stick here. So boys, this is my first ever real hike. I don't know how cold it is right now, but it is freezing. It is pretty cold. I feel warm, but I know it's freezing. The micro spikes are putting in some good work. I'm gonna film in increments. Not sure how often I'm gonna film, but like right now it's super dark. I would say kind of a waste of film, but yeah, we're here and we're having fun. So I'll check back in a couple minutes. The conditions are probably gonna start getting pretty hard, but I feel warm, I feel good, so we'll check back in a second. All ice pretty much on this trail right now. So the spikes are working now. It's my first time using them, but already met with a ton of ice. I'm assuming it's gonna look like this the rest of the trail, but yeah, I've heard that there's definitely some tough sections. I don't know if I'm gonna be, like rock climbing, but I've heard there's some places where you're definitely gonna have to be a little bit technical and know where you're placing yourself. Also, if you guys can't see, we're getting a little bit of snow right now, so I don't mind a little snow. Hope some sun can come out so we can get some cool clips, but yeah, check back in soon and I'll let you guys know how we're doing, but we're feeling good. Going through this first section. I don't know if you guys can see, but kind of the same icy layer. We're about 15 minutes in now. Super manageable though. We had to switch to the iPhone. GoPro stopped working for some reason, but we're 100%, so we should be good. So we hit the White Cross Trail. So you can either take Dot up and go to the right, or you can take White Cross and go to the left. I'm gonna go White Cross. They both lead to the same place. I think this might have a little bit of a better view, even though it's dark out. So yeah, we're gonna take this and keep you guys posted. So pretty much about 20 minutes in, and it's kind of been the same theme of just this thin layer of snow. Super manageable though, not too bad at all. Light rocks, light stumps, but I know that eventually we're gonna get to a lot of steep sections. So for right now though, it's perfect. We're getting a little bit of flurries. Don't know if you guys can see, snowing a little bit. Yeah, we're taking up White Trail, and yeah, we'll keep you guys posted. Now so far, this is my first ever real solo hike, and I would say it is definitely really peaceful. There's no one else out here, it's just me, but at the same time you are by yourself. I've heard a couple animals, they've definitely sketched me out a bit. Sometimes like a tree snaps and you're like, holy crap, but it's really peaceful. Did a little prayer on the car ride here, just asking for safety, because it is hiking and anything can go wrong, but that's why you just gotta pray and have good gear, be well equipped. I feel great right now, and yeah, keep you guys posted, but let's go. Seems that we have our first steep section. Honestly, we're still kind of like 20 minutes in, very similar to where we last left off, but still very manageable. I remember doing this section as a kid. This is probably the first steep one, so probably have to put the phone down, and yeah, but we're probably about half a mile in, and let's go. I feel good, I feel warm. I think I packed enough, so let's go. So definitely a little bit steep here. This is probably the first main section. I thought I already had hit it before, but it is not slippery at all with the spikes. And yeah, you guys see it's super packed down. It's really packed down right here. So I'm not having any problems. I'm sure though, as I get closer to the top, it's not gonna be as fun. They managed the trails really well here. A ton of white pluses around you to make sure you're going the right direction. I'm still on this original section from before. I wouldn't say it's too bad. I don't really know how it would be if you didn't have spikes. So I recommend these things literally, they just get right into the ice or the snow. Give you that little bit extra traction you need. So yeah, finish this out. 5:57. We're doing good. I'm realizing though now, I wish I maybe took off a layer or two. 30 minutes in, we made it to a big uphill section with a ton of rocks. Don't know if this is still part of the first big part, but don't know if it's still a part of the first section. But yeah, doesn't seem too bad. It's a little tiring though. This is my first big hike in a while, so keep you guys posted. Earlier, they managed it super well. You can see all these rocks. You can just use them as stepping stones. It's pretty nice. And there's pretty much a clear path, usually, for all the stones. It doesn't look too steep right now. And it's not really that bad. But yeah, this is where I can see people having trouble if they don't have spikes. This is pretty much all ice right here. As you can see, obviously I have the spikes, which are super nice, because I'm able just to dig in and get a little bit of the extra traction. But if you don't have spikes here, I can see you really struggling. You constantly are seeing these white pluses, which really help you just to make sure you're staying on path. So yeah, all right boys, charging through, hitting some of these icy sections still, but very manageable with the ice. So, or with the spikes, excuse me. You guys can see, sun's coming out a bit. We're against the clock right now, trying to catch that 7:15 sunrise. So let's keep moving. There's really cool sections in the woods. I'm sure it'd be a lot cooler if it was light out, but you guys can't properly see it. But yeah, there's just really cool sections, a lot of tree coverage. So at the end, I'm still pretty warm. Obviously it's gonna get a little chillier as you go, but still very warm. Feeling great. Hey, look at this, guys. This is awesome. So pretty. I bet when there's snow on all these trees, it's gorgeous. I don't know what section this is, but looks pretty hard. I think I've seen this in some videos. So this is really gonna test the conditions. It doesn't look terrible, guys. Look. There's always a path for someone. It's not like you gotta make your own path. There's clearly been people here recently. There's a lot of footsteps, but it is kind of steep. So I wouldn't say it's dangerous steep because you've got a lot of stuff behind you, but it's very tiring. Maybe I'm just going at an insane pace. I'm trying to beat the sunset or sunrise, but yeah, not terrible. I think we're about to beat the first summit. We made it to the first summit, or maybe this is the fake summit. I don't know. Beautiful view of New Hampshire. Sun's starting to come out. I think it's gonna be a beautiful day. But yeah, I don't know where the X is, but you can see it feels like a summit, but I don't think it is. So we're gonna keep going. Should hopefully be done in around 30 minutes, perfectly for sunrise. So see you boys up there. It's about 6:15. We are hopefully towards the end of this hike. We're about hour 10, hour 15, I think. Maybe less, honestly, than that. Ooh, fun section here. Couple icy slabs. We'll check in. Probably about 50 minutes to an hour in. You guys can see that sun is coming out. Let's go, boys. Come on. Almost there. Oh, sorry, so beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see that. Was that a shooting star? See that? Oh my gosh. Guys, right over there is the tip. I don't know how you guys can see that. I don't know why I showed you that. But guys, sun is coming out. We're super close. I'm telling you, this could be one of the better sunsets. This could be one of the better sunrises I've ever seen. Made it to first descent, White Cross Trail. We're almost there. Let's keep pushing. Definitely should be able to get there by 7. Probably about an hour in, maybe a little bit more. And I feel great. The view just gets better and better. Get that. Got a little bit more to go, and then we're there. This last section is pretty nice. There's a lot of snow, so really easy to dig in with your snowshoes. And yeah, let's keep going. Come on, guys. Come on. It's gorgeous out. We're so close. We're right there. This last section has been pretty hard. Not sketchy, just hard. It's just been pretty uphilly, a lot of incline, but oh boy, do I think this is gonna be rewarding. This little, I literally filmed that little clip 30 seconds ago. So, I don't know for today, but we're damn close. Just White Cross or White Dog Trail, White Cross Trail. So like I said, they both meet up at the same place. Now, I definitely feel a little bit of the wind. Still feel super warm with my 3 layers. And I think the sun's gonna come out. So obviously temperature's gonna, go up a little bit. You're also gonna get those winds. So, yeah. Also, cool fun fact, I haven't slipped once. So, just a little fun fact for you. This last section is really cool. I don't know why. This looks kind of cool. Everything's kind of like caved in a little bit. And obviously, you've all of New Hampshire surrounding you. So, yeah, pretty much everything is icy over here, but there's still a decent layer of snow. That's probably been the biggest shocker that I've had, that it's not just straight ice at these top parts. A lot of snow, so yeah, man, that's nice. Woo! We're almost there, we're pretty much there. Right there at the top. I feel the wind now a little bit. Woo! It's pretty windy, but so worth it. This view's awesome. And it's still like 6:35, so it's only gonna get better. It's a little bit windy there, boys, but we made it. Woo! Come on, let's go. Shocker. I'm not cold. My hands aren't even cold. Man, it's gorgeous. Come on. Get a load of this. Boys, I've been up here for like 10 minutes. Sunset's just getting better and better. Sunrise. Boys, I've been up here for like 10 minutes. Sunrise just getting better and better. You can't. It took me about an hour 15 to get to the top. I took a couple little breaks. Highly recommend. My eyebrows. Look at the eyebrows. Come on. Yeah, buddy. All the way down there, you can see the Boston skyline. sure you guys can see that. All the way in the distance, you guys can see the Boston skyline. Also, we get a 360 view of New Hampshire. You can't beat this, guys. A 360 view. I'm pretty sure somewhere over here, I think that is Franconia Ridge. I think that's Franconia Ridge. I'm 99% sure. Don't quote me on that. And then I think over there, we got Wachusett Mountain. I could be wrong, though. Let me know in the comments, guys, if I'm wrong. But gorgeous. Boys, the view just gets better and better. You have to take a look at this. My eyebrows are freezing. My snot's everywhere. This is one of the best views I've ever seen. Come on. The sun is almost set, and it is just an amazing view. 360 view of all of New Hampshire. It is gorgeous. You guys can see the sun's creeping out. Guys, the sun just came out. You literally can't beat this view. It's literally gorgeous. 360 view of all of New Hampshire. It is insane. Look at that, guys. It's right there. Oh, look what just came out. Finally the sun. I mean, come on, boys. Woo! All right, boys. We finally are gonna start going down. We have to start a set. I'm freezing. My face is really cold. The sun is out though, so we have a little bit. The sun is out though, so we have a little bit of warmth, but we're gonna start our descent. I was up there for like 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I soaked it all in. Still, I'm a little bit cold, but obviously it'll be cold after being in -degree wind temperatures. I literally still have the 3 layers on. I feel great. If you take your gloves off to film though, you need to do it in like 30-second to 60-second increments. They get pretty freezing. I don't think I have frostbite. I might. But yeah, let's start the set. I'll keep you guys posted. I'm going to keep my gloves on though for a little bit of warm up. So we'll see you guys when we start heading down. So like right here, there's a layer of ice, but then there's a layer of snow on top of it. So really easy for your shoes to lock in. I don't know what this thing is. Probably some cool monument, but we're gonna start our descent. I think I'm gonna go down dot or cross, I don't know yet. You can go down either one. There is a loop that goes all the way around there, but I'm not doing that. I'm just going back down the way I came. Down here, this is gonna be our first like icy descent. We'll see how these spikes are holding up. But wherever I got these spikes, I'll put a link in the description. I got them from Dick's last night, but I'm sure you can buy them online. But I mean, yeah, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. This definitely is the place though. So just make sure you go to that pile of rocks up there, and that's how you know you're on the exit. Now I'm not doing the loop. People I think like to do the loop, but it's a little bit longer, and I'm kind of on a time crunch to get home. So yeah. And now we're back here at this section, so that's very close. But honestly, it shouldn't be too bad. If you stick to the sides, there's a lot of snow and like packed in powder kind of. For all my shredders out there, there's a decent amount of powder on the sides. Because obviously this is, you know, pretty big mountain. We're getting plowed with snow in their storm, so yeah, keep you guys posted though. Not too bad. Now we're back at this mini trailhead right before you go to the top. Actually, I showed you guys this one is complete dark. So it looks far away. Maybe it's like a 5-minute hike. Maybe less than that. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna go down. I took White Cross, and that does say least steep descent. So I'm probably gonna take that. I already know I took it. It wasn't terrible. So Yeah, you can take White Dot and go that way, but I'm gonna take White Cross, keep on going this way. It probably is the least steep descent, but probably still not easy. I mean, you guys can already see going down is gonna be a little bit trickier, but I'm gonna probably not film as much because I want to keep my hands free so I can grab onto things like grabbing onto these trees, you know, while I go down. I can hug onto it, and then just gives me extra load. Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. And yeah, we'll check in soon. This is what I was talking about earlier. Like, some of these walkthroughs with the trees on your side, it's gorgeous. I feel like you can probably really see it well on camera during the night. Like, this is just such like a gorgeous trail. We're probably like 10 minutes from the peak now. It's gorgeous. I really enjoyed this part, even in the dark. I could see it well enough with my headlamp. But yeah, one of the sections is pretty hard, and I feel like it's going to be even harder getting down. But I mean, I feel so warm now with the sun pumping down on me. It feels great. I think I got really lucky on a bluebird day like today. The forecast even said that Monadnock was going to be cloudy. And most forecasts said it was going to be cloudy, but then the weather app on the phone, the weather app told me, my weather app said that it was going to be sunny from like 6 to 11 a.m. So I was like, come on, I gotta take the risk. And I did, and it worked out. Even after the sunrise, I thought it was going to be cloudy. It was still perfect. Loved how that looked. Definitely going to be that was a little sketchy. Definitely going to be uploading a lot of short form content of this. And obviously you're watching this video right now. So I hope you guys are enjoying. If you made it this far in the video, drop a like, drop a comment, drop any hikes that you've been on in the New England area, or even if you're not from New England, West Coast, or I don't know, wherever you live, if you're out of the country, drop some hikes, because I'm trying to plan out my summer, and I definitely want to do some cool hikes like this. Obviously, it's not going to be the winter, but yeah, I definitely want to get out of the country, do some national parks in the country as well. So yeah, let me know. So this is what I'm talking about right here. Right here. These steep sections with all the ice. Don't know how it's going to go, but I'm not going to have my phone out while I'm doing these. I'll let you guys know. Absolute bluebird ripper day. It's perfect. See what we got. Lads. Now this is a proper lineup. Drizzlicious, best snacks in the game. Welch's, everyone knows that. And then Go Squeeze the goat. Come on. Come on, boys. I love them. Bro. The tip was like frozen and then it all just went in. Hey, yo, my fault. Phenomenal, lads. Hey, this is what I'm talking about, guys. You go down this middle trail, it's going to be straight ice. This is where majority of people are hiking. All you have to do is just use the sides. Use the sides. You'll find like little to no snow. Or if there is snow, it's going to be untouched. It'll be nice and packed. So, hey. But this is all I'm saying. Just stick to the right side. All right. This is all I'm saying. Just stick to the sides. Like, for example, right here. You'll either find places with no snow or you'll find places with untouched snow. So, it's really nice and it won't be that icy. So, literally, like right here, I'm just staying to the side. This is where you have the most traction. You can grab onto these tree branches really easily and then kind of just help yourself down. There are parts where you can't really go to the side, like right here. There's going to be ice. So I'm going to, have to probably get on my butt and go down. But it's not too bad. It's enough. Ice, just go to the side. You off trail for literally 2 seconds. Off trail for 2 seconds. And then all of a sudden, voila, you're right back at the end of the ice. as long as you know where you're going and you can see, I would recommend going around the ice. I just skipped all of that, which would have taken me probably like 2 or 3 minutes in 15 seconds just by skipping it and going there. So I won't talk about that too much in the rest of it. I've said that probably 1,000 times, but just stay to the side and you'll be good. It really is not that bad. Yeah, beautiful day. Let's keep going. I'll probably check back in when I hit some of those steep sections. Just on the side, if you can just get your footing on a rock, you are A-okay. I mean, I'm just cruising through this now. As fast as going up, I don't know, probably similar. But yeah, it's just puts a little more work into the heels, the ankles, the feet. But it's a lot more easier. I remember going up this section, I was like, dude, I don't even know where I'm going, but just look for the crosses. There's probably some around here. Yeah. Now, would I do this hike again? Absolutely. Absolutely. In the summertime, this is probably beautiful. I did it a while back when I was in like 8th grade, 7th grade. I'm 18 now, for those of you that don't know, I'm in college, freshman. But yeah, I would absolutely do this hike again. It was honestly, this is my first ever winter hike. I don't even know if I said that in the video. This is my first ever winter hike. So for being my first ever winter hike, literally no complaints. Everything went pretty according to plan. So yeah, I would definitely come back in the summer. I feel like this is definitely in the winter. I mean, I feel like I'm not good enough to judge winter hikes yet. Because I'm sure it's a whole different game that I'm not used to yet. But definitely in the summer, this wouldn't be a crazy hard hike. You know, obviously it's pretty steep, but it's very short. The fact that I did it in like an hour 15 with ice, you know, middle of the night, I feel like, you know, if you're just, you know, active teenager, coming with your friends, you could do it in an hour. But with your family, probably be a perfect 1.5 hour hike. I mean, if you have little kids, I would maybe look out for that. They could definitely get a little bit tired at some of these steep sections. But I did it when I was in middle school. So yeah, I would definitely come back. I'd recommend it to you guys. All the info about the mountain, how I found directions, all that stuff, I'm going to drop in the comment section. So it'll be pretty easy for you guys to plan it. Yeah, beautiful area. Probably, I don't know how close it is. Probably, you know, for me, you know, I live in central Massachusetts, 30 minutes outside of Boston. And for me, the hike was probably, or the drive was probably like all in. I don't know. It said an 1.5 hours, but I'm sure you guys saw it took me down the wrong direction, which led me to a longer path. So if you put in, you know, the correct thing, if you put in the, like your exact trail from your house and you don't go down that crazy freaking street a crazy road that I went down, it should be about an hour to hour 15. Obviously I went early, no traffic from central Massachusetts. I'm sure it'd probably be just the same if you're coming from New Hampshire, maybe Maine, but I highly would recommend. Yeah, give it a try. Let me know how it is. Don't know if you guys remember. This was, I think, the first challenging uphill section we did. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure. I think that was like the first one where I was like, okay, like I remember doing this. It's pretty hard. By the way, my butt's frozen. I think I ate crap so many times on my butt. I'm like frozen. By the way, my butt's frozen. When I fell down on that ledge, I guess I got like water or something on my butt and it's just frozen now. But yeah, I think that was the first challenging section I did. I'm 99% sure. because all of this right now just seems super mellow. Guys, I can't believe I did this literally like, what, 2 hours ago? 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago I was here. Right now it's 8:44 a.m. right now. And yeah, it's crazy because I literally was here like 2.5 hours ago, and I'm already back. Such a quick, easy trip. And by the way, like, my total hike time is going to be decently long. That is because I spent maybe like an hour and a half at the top. Like, I love a good sunset. So that's why I can't. Like, that's what's in it for me. That's like a big part. So some guy, my guy Graham, came to the top of the mountain and just kept on going. He just kept on doing the loop. So literally, like, if you want to be like Graham and just crush it, you can do all of this in 3 hours. Super easy. I think my total time, I start at 5:40 and it's 8:40. That's kind of crazy. No, maybe not 5:40. I think I started around 5:30. So it's been, 3 hours, 15. It's probably going to be 3.5 hours for me, which round trip, I feel like that's phenomenal. And I watched the sunset for like an hour. So big win in my opinion. But yeah, we're just cruising on these easy paths till we get back. It's really fun. Super light. This is the start. The start is super family friendly. And then it kind of ramps up quickly. But yeah, beautiful day out. The sun, do you know it's a good day when the sun is flickering through the trees? Yeah, it's a great day. Legs feel good. I'm gonna go home, take a fat nap, bro. But I'm not tired. I'm not tired right now, but yeah. Beautiful day. We made back to the second original post. So if you guys remember this, I was deciding what to take, and I took the cross, but Dot is to the right. So I don't know if I did Dot when I came here back at middle school, but I'm sure they're very similar. I think cross is a little bit steeper than Dot. Maybe I'm wrong, but because it says best route for descent, it probably means it's a little bit steeper so you can get down quicker. So I don't know, but I did cross because it was closer to the ridge. And I wanted to be on the left side to have that nice view. That's where the sun comes up from. So that's why I wanted to do it. And also it's just higher. So I thought there'd be better views. So I did cross. I recommend cross, but I'm sure Dot is just as good. Yeah, they're both good. They both go to the same spot. I don't know if there's one that's easier or harder, but cross is what I did, so I can give you my opinion. I liked it, I enjoyed it. But yeah, almost done, boys. One of these the last sections, and then I think we got basic downhill and we're good. Probably one of the cooler things about this mountain is that it is the most popular mountain in the US. And it's the second most popular mountain in the world, which is unreal to me, because when you think about it, there's so many mountains in this world, and New Hampshire is home. Monadnock is the most hiked. It gets over 100,000 people a year. I was doing a little research before, but yeah, 100,000 people a year. And I feel like when I first heard that, I was like, that's not that much. It's actually a lot. Like, that's a lot if you think about it. 100,000 people. And it's because it's by major, like, so many major cities. Like, not even cities, but it's just by so many major areas. Like, Boston, 2 hours from Boston. New Hampshire's obviously big. And then, people are probably coming from Maine as well. So, yeah, I guess it's why it's so popular. It's still surprising. I think number one in the world is, like, someplace in, like, Japan. I'll put the name of it on the screen. I don't really know. But, yeah, definitely, like, I didn't really know Monadnock was moving like that. I didn't know it was the most popular. So, if you've been to Monadnock, let me know. Let me know what you thought of it. I think there's some other, like, really good hikes around here. I definitely, this summer, planning on staying home at Massachusetts. So, at least for the second half of the summer, I am going to be doing a ton of hiking videos just like this. So yeah, drop any recommendations you have in the comments. I really want to do Franconia Ridge. I think a lot of people know about that. I think it'd be obviously really cool to do Mount Washington. I feel like you got to do that at some point. And then there's some other ones. I don't really know them off the top of my head, but yeah, New Hampshire is home to so many beauties. Vermont has some decent ones, I think, but yeah, drop some New England hikes. But yeah, drop some New England hikes in the comment section. And I'll definitely be doing out some, and I'll definitely be trying out some recommendations from you guys. I wouldn't say I'm a beginner hiker, but like I haven't hiked as many places as, the next person. So I'm trying to expand my bag, and I'm excited. And that wraps up the hike. Made it back where it all started. Get a little pick out really quick. Okay, one more thing. People definitely could get confused by this. When you come and park by the first, that's my car right over there. Right over there. I don't know if you can see that. That's like the ticket booth. It wasn't open when I came because it was like 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning, right? So make sure you park over here and then you come up this trail and then keep on following that path, go past that signpost, and then the main sign is right there. That kind of confused me at first because I thought that it'd be like closer to the parking lot. It still is pretty close, but I guess I'm not too experienced with hikes yet to know that. So yeah, definitely just know you're gonna park right over here. You'll see my car in a second. You're gonna park right there. Just know you're gonna park right there and then come up this trail. Keep on following that path to the signpost and then you're good. Oh my gosh, I still got ice. Still got ice on my eyebrows. I had that off. But what a hike. What a day. So much fun here in Monadnock. I'm gonna clean up, put all my stuff away, and then talk about the hike on the way home. And then I think when I get home, I will do like a little just recap, just quick like tips and tricks, things I'm glad I did or things I would have done differently if I came. But overall, my experience was so smooth and great day. Literally, it's a bluebird day. I'm already done my hike. It's like 8:45 in the morning. I've got the whole day ahead of me. So yeah, let's go. I'm just pumped. It's a great day. And thank you guys. Oh gosh. But yeah, let's go. I'm pumped. I'm gonna take off my stuff. I'll see you guys in the car. Couldn't ask for a better drive home. I'll show the other side. Talk about a bluebird day. Dude, my head is burning. Oh my gosh. I gotta put that back. Back to the crib. We started this day 7 hours ago. Literally exactly. We woke up at 3:15 and what a day. What a day. I'm gonna unpack, probably take a nap or something, and then probably cut to the segment where I talk about the hike and give tips. So we'll see y'all there. Chopped. Okay guys, so it's like a month later and I was finishing editing this video and I realized that I never filmed this segment talking about what, I did on the hike, what I'm glad I did, what I wish I did differently. So yeah, I'm gonna get into that. And probably the first thing I would say is that this is like a great hike for everybody. Obviously I did it during the winter, but it's pretty easy in and out. I think it was 2 miles to get to the summit. All in, the hike took me around like 3 hours, but I was doing it during like the winter. So if you're going, during the summer, the spring, or the fall, it'll be so much easier. And yeah, you could bring your parents, bring your siblings. You could bring a lot of people here. I talked to the park ranger, and he said that so many people come, families, people that are just traveling. They can come for like a day. It's awesome. So I'd highly recommend bringing your family, getting out to Mount Monadnock. It's awesome. But that being said, I did do it during the winter. So the second tip I would say is have the proper gear. If you do this hike during the winter, it's going to be icy. New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Northeast area, they're getting a lot of snow. So if I didn't have, micro spikes for the ice, I don't even know how I would have done it. The ground was decently packed on most parts, but some parts were just way too icy where you definitely need that extra traction. I would definitely recommend having some type of like rain pants or like snow pants, not sweatpants. That's what I had in my outer layer. And then also a jacket. So definitely having some layers that can protect you against the wind because it's super windy up there. Definitely get a nice pair of gloves. You kind of want to pack like you're going skiing almost, except obviously you're not wearing ski boots. So that would be my second biggest tip. Have the proper equipment. And the third thing would be just like know your timing, especially if you're going to like sunrise or sunset. I probably got there a little bit too early in the day, and also pretty stupid of me, but like I thought that there'd be a park ranger there. There's not a park ranger there that early in the morning. I think I got there at, if I remember, like it was like 5. I got there like 5 in the morning. There's not going to be a park ranger there if you're going that early. So what happened for me was that he just left me like a slip in my car, and I had to go back into the like little cabin that they have at the bottom after to pay. My parking was only like $15, maybe less than that. It was super chill. Definitely would recommend. Super chill. So yeah, but yeah, pretty much just know your timing. Most people, I was probably going at a little bit of a slower pace, honestly, because I was trying to film and I had a lot of ice. But yeah, you can probably get up to the top, in an hour, maybe even less than that. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful up there. This is probably the best hike I've ever done. I'm still like new to hiking, but I'm trying to do it a lot more. This is arguably like the best hike I've ever done. Sunrise was gorgeous. Seeing the whole entire view of New Hampshire, looking out into the Boston skyline, it was beautiful. So yeah, I would definitely say just like know your timing and know like when you're leaving, how long it's going to take you to get up, know your pace. The next thing I'm going to talk about is like the terrain. I was completely fine ascending up, going up the mountain, but what I wish I did differently was descending. I wish I took my time more. I was pretty distracted because I was filming a lot of the time and I was just trying to look at the view, but way harder to go down, especially when it's icy. I lost my footing a couple of times. I don't even know if I got any of that on video, but I would just be very careful. Like use the trees around you. If you have to go to the side, that's completely fine. That's what I did a lot instead of just going down the straight ice. Just you hold on to the trees. It's there's a lot of dirt on the sides. If you're going during the winter, it's going to be completely fine if you're going during the summer. But yeah, a couple times I like fell on my butt and I rolled down. I didn't get injured or anything, but I would definitely recommend being aware of the ground and the conditions. But to be honest, it was my first ever winter hike and it exceeded my expectations. I had so much fun. The trail is super maintained. And there's always people going on it. I was the only one up there when I went, but when I was walking down, I saw, like a family. There's a lot of people on it. It's the most popular mountain in the United States, which is crazy to me. But yeah, it's well maintained, gorgeous views. I'm assuming now that we're getting to like the March time, the snow is going to start melting slowly. I know the Northeast has been getting a lot of snow, but if you're watching this video now, it's probably going to be the summertime. Go get out there. It's going to be gorgeous. I hope to do a lot more videos like this. I have like 5 videos planned out. Not everything is hiking, but yeah, I have a couple of videos planned out. I'm going on a big hike this weekend. And if you're watching this, hopefully I get it out when I'm actually doing it this weekend. It's currently February 24th right now, but I have a lot of hikes planned. I live in Massachusetts, so I hope that I can get out to a lot more places in New Hampshire, Franconia Ridge. I don't really know the names of the others, but Franconia Ridge definitely one I'm going to hit. And yeah, I have so many plans. Like I said in my first video, I have so many plans for this summer. I have a lot of cool ideas. But hopefully I can just keep on getting this content out. But yeah, overall, seriously, great experience. I would highly recommend it for anybody, all skill levels. It was so much fun. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to get some more videos out like this in the future. I hope everybody has a great day. I'll see you guys.